Hi everyone, Tyler Vinson here with RE Tokens, and today I want to reach out to the real estate syndicators and the real estate syndication attorneys and talk about benefits of real estate tokenization for the LPs, for the limited partners. Okay, there's three areas that I want to cover today. One is enhanced liquidity, number two is fractional ownership, and number three is increased transparency. So, the holy grail of real estate tokenization and the number one benefit to LPs and GPs alike is going to be the enhanced liquidity or the additional pathways to liquidity by tokenizing the real estate. So, for example, on a new security offering, after the 12-month lockup period, it's much easier to trade those private securities or those real estate tokens on a platform compared to the old way of doing it, where there was no real good way to trade in part or whole those private real estate holdings. Now, with tokenization, that is much, much easier, creating a pathway to liquidity. So they're not locked in these projects for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. After the lockup period, they can trade in part or whole the fractions of the real estate that they own. The second part I want to talk about in enhanced liquidity is the secondary marketplace. Now, these are in development right now. Specifically, RE Tokens is right in the heart of building a secondary marketplace for real estate security tokens. So, if you want to hear more about that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and we'll keep you up to breast and announce when we have launched that. But the secondary marketplace is a place where you can take your security tokens, your real estate tokens, or your LPs can, and they can sell those out on the open market. And if you do it compliantly, like say under something like Rule 144, you can sell these to non-accredited investors, to the school teachers, firefighters, police officers, and the server at your favorite restaurant. They can all purchase these real estate security tokens in a secondary marketplace, providing that enhanced liquidity for your LPs and even for you as GPs. So, a huge, huge benefit that just doesn't really exist today. And the third part on enhanced liquidity is that the LPs don't have to wait for the GP or the syndicator to either sell or dispose of the property or do a cash out refi. They can get in and out of the project as they desire, again, after any lockup periods. So instead of being locked in long term on the investments, they could actually sell part of their position or their entire position if they wanted and diversify a little bit more, which leads me to the second piece, which is fractional ownership. So this allows the LPs to truly diversify their portfolios. I know when I'm working with LPs, often we'll do a project and they want to get a lot of money up front in on the project. So they do very large investment. And then after time passes and I'm doing more projects, they're interested in getting in some of these other projects, but their money is locked up and it's trapped in that first investment that they made. Well, with the fractional ownership of tokenization, they could actually trade out of their large position and into my other project, allowing them to diversify their portfolio even more. And that's a huge benefit. And something that we mentioned in the enhanced liquidity is the fractional ownership allows to go to a secondary marketplace much easier, and that can increase the value of the real estate or the real estate tokens. While it's true, just tokenizing your real estate by itself doesn't necessarily increase the value. If you tokenize the real estate, fractionalize it, and take it to a secondary marketplace where there's pent up demand, where firefighters, school teachers, and the server at your favorite restaurant can purchase it, where the tenants can purchase ownership in their very building, that will increase the value of the real estate or the value of the real estate tokens because there's a pent up demand. It's a supply and demand equation. If you think about it, they don't have access to investments like that. So where professional syndicators like me and you, we may require 7, 10, 12% returns or even more because of all the complexities that it takes for us to get into these deals. All the folks that I just mentioned, they don't have access to those. So they're more than willing to get into a real estate investment with real ownership, real cash flow, and real equity upside. So they're happy to be in at, say, a 4% return or 5% return or something like that because they don't have those alternative investments. So if you're doing your project on an 8% return and somebody's willing to buy it at a 4% return, or if we use real estate terms as if you were deciding that market value is based on an 8 cap, let's say, and you could sell it for a 4 cap, well, you can see there's a significant increase in the value of the real estate based on that example. And then third is the increased transparency. Now, this is a big one for LPs that doesn't get talked about a lot because it's on the blockchain. All of what we call instances or all of the activities or happenings are captured on the blockchain and viewable. So you have an immutable blockchain or digital ledger that everyone can see and has consensus of accuracy. So uh, think in terms of real estate appraisals or leases or insurance information. Now, all of that is viewable and cannot be manipulated because of blockchain. And that just provides a whole new layer of transparency for your LPs and will help them build trust in your project. So this also includes the buying and the selling of the tokens, who might be moving their positions. So those are the big three benefits for LPs as fractional ownership, enhance liquidity, and increase transparency. So we have a lot more that we want to share for you. So if you want to hear more benefits to LPs for real estate tokenization, hit the like button. And if you want to hear more information about real estate tokenization and how it can benefit you and your real estate projects, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time.